What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Two of the hottest players distance irons of 2022 are on the menu today in the Ping i525s versus the Callaway Rogue St Pro irons. Both of these players distance irons look nice and pleasing at address like a player's profile iron, but they've got a lot going on under the hood that delivers more in terms of performance and distance. In this video we're going to look at our first impressions of each, their key features and selling points, technology driving the irons, the key differences between them, like their lofts and specs, and which one we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So the Ping i525s are the highly anticipated upgrade on the 2018 i500s, and while the profile is going to be very similar, the i525s are now stronger. They're going to give you more distance and they sound more powerful. Perimeter weighting and a hollow body design gives impressive distance and a high launch, good apex and good descent angle on the irons to give them stopping power on the greens. And the player's profile and workability will attract the better players who also want distance, but these are also gameable for a mid-handicapper who strikes the ball well. The Rogue St Pro irons are going to have a slightly smaller profile, so they're going to be for slightly better players. And these are the players' version of the 4-part Rogue ST series of 2022. They're compact players' irons that also offer a lot of distance, workability and also forgiveness. They're also going to be high launching irons that are going to give a good descent angle and good stopping power on the greens. And they're packing a ton of tech for the size, and they're the longest players irons ever released by Callaway. Key features of the i525s, and these are the latest addition to the hollow body player distance irons category, which is really popular right now. They're the upgrade on the i500s from 2018, and this is a quality iron set that goes head to head with the likes of the P790s from TaylorMade. Tungsten weighting is going to be a big part of these irons. So we've got the visible screw in the toe of the head, and we've also got a weight in the hosel, which is going to stretch the sweet spot along the compact blade, and it's also going to offer optimal launch conditions for mishits towards the toe. We've got the forged miraging steel face insert. So these i525s are going to have a forged face and a cast body, while the Callaway ST Pros are going to be cast irons. So you can expect ball speed and flex from this thin, high-grade steel, and what Ping are calling a ballistic face, which is dynamically designed with a cascading design, which is going to give a high flight apex. It's going to give a better descent angle, allowing these irons to stop on the green, and they are very long. It's also got a Hydro Pearl 2.0 finish, which makes them perform better in all conditions. And they've also got an undercut for easy launching, especially when hit low on the face. Strategic polymer injections inside the face really adds to the feel and the sound of these clubs. And these clubs sound powerful and they deliver a lot of distance. And then we've got the precision grooves, Micromax precision grooves. We've got 4 more than we saw in the i500s, and these are added for more workability, more control, and to eliminate flyers from around the green. Regular retail price of around $1,500, and the overall score is 96 out of 100. Key features of the Rogue ST Pros, and Callaway are calling these players irons, but they do perform more like players distance irons with the extra distance that you're going to get, and they are a little bit chunkier as well than what you're going to see in a pure players iron, which is going to add distance and forgiveness. We've got a 450 high strength alloy face, which is going to add higher ball speeds, more energy transfer to the ball, but it's also going to be more flexible, which is going to add forgiveness. We've got AI optimization in the flash cup face for the most ball speed we've ever seen from a player's iron from Callaway. And we've also got AI optimization in the shaping of each iron, which is going to help with ball speed, launch, spin rate, and most importantly, consistency. So that's consistent launch and consistent spin, so you know what you're going to get when you approach the ball. We've got more tungsten weighting, so up to 260% more tungsten weighting than we saw in the Callaway Mavericks, which is going to mean more ball speed, larger sweet spot, and we're going to have chunkier heads as well than what we'd expect from something like a TaylorMade P770 or a pure player's iron, like maybe the Ping i529s. And we've also got the forged feel with more urethane. So more urethane, it's now up to the 6th groove in each iron, which is going to give you a better feel and sound. And these irons feel soft, and they sound excellent as well. Nice and powerful, plenty of distance. And they come as part of one of 4 of the Rogue ST family. So we've got the max version for high handicappers. We've got the OS version, which is going to be bigger again and more forgiving. We've even got an OS Lite version for senior players and slower swing speeds. Overall, these are coming in at about $1,500 as well, and we're giving them a score of 9.5 out of 10. Interesting to take a look at the Lofts and the differences between the i525s and the Rogue ST Pros. So the Rogue ST Pros start off with the 3 iron, which has a more forgiving loft, and then the irons become stronger. So you can expect a higher ball flight and more distance from the i525s, and they're also slightly more forgiving, slightly have a bigger head as well. Going to suit the mid-handicappers a bit more than the ST Pros. So taking a look at which iron to buy and for who, and both of these players' distance irons offer plenty of shelf appeal with their players' profiles, but they do perform more like game improvement irons with the long distances that they produce. The i525s are going to be an excellent choice for a mid to low handicapper who wants a players looking club without sacrificing much in terms of distance. They are longer, higher launching and more forgiving than the ST Pros. The ST Pros are called by Callaway players irons, but they behave much more like players distance irons. They are more compact and player friendly than the i525s and will suit golfers more towards the lower handicap level of the scale. Both irons are long, launch high and stop well on the greens, with both also offering good control and workability. If you're taking a first step into a more players profile iron as a mid-handicapper, we recommend the i525s. And if you're a low handicapper looking for a more player-friendly distance iron, check out the Rogue ST Pros. Overall, we're really impressed with the powerful sound and forged face of the Ping i525s, and these would be our recommendation today for most golfers, and they're definitely going to suit golfers who aren't as consistent with their striking, and the Rogue ST Pros, while still good for mid handicappers, are more aimed towards that consistent striker range. So that's it for our video today, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.